Welcome back to the Jenny McCarthy Show. I'm Jenny McCarthy Wahlberg. Another big book, big tell-all. I think it's the definition of tell-all. Lamar Odom's new book, Darkness to Light. The book is available right now. Lamar, welcome to my show.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How you doing?
I'm fine.
I know media tours are just exhausting, aren't they?
Yeah, I'm tired of Can I curse?
Yes, you fucking can.
I'm tired of shit.
I know. I've done a few books myself, and I'm like, oh my God, by the end, I'm like, blah, 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 blah. Hopefully I'll try to make this easy on you and conversational so it doesn't feel too hard. So why did you feel like you had to do a tell-all book right now?
I don't know. I just want to tell the truth. And
you just felt like a burning desire to say, you know what? I got to tell my side of the story.
Yeah, because so many people were like putting things out there with me and drugs. So I said, I just took the power. Yeah.
And, you know, not the first professional athlete that left the game and had fallen or had trouble transitioning. I mean, there's so many athletes. I mean, I've dated one of them before that had trouble, you know, through that transition. Is there a healthy way? Is there something more people can do to help athletes?
I guess educate them. But
how so?
But my downfall spiral was before my transition from basketball even started. I was I guess 25 or 26 the first time I tried cocaine, and you know I'm blessed right now just to be testimony to that there is a God. Yeah.
100%. Why do you think you're still alive? Why did God spare you?
I think maybe to tell my story. If I can help people and help myself at the same time, then fuck it.
On our show, we do talk about healing our core trauma because otherwise our past just keeps coming to haunt us and causes triggers. What was that one thing that affected you so much, Lamar, that it affected you through your later years?
Well, I think the death of my son, because I don't think I even still have yet just to cry over it, and I don't know why. I think it's just the position that I hold in my family. You know, I can't let them see me down. I think that's how I took it. I don't know if that was the right or the wrong way, but
you felt like you had to be a rock for the family.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you've been into therapy now, and I'm sure that, you know, I mean, do you go to therapy?
No, I don't.
You don't, Lamar?
Mm-mm.
Why not?
I'm not sure. If you can find one for me to link up with.
Trust me, I've got so many.
Yeah.
And I mean, you know, it's weird because I came from a family too where, you know, I didn't really cry. I was the rock. The first time I went to therapy, my therapist says, when's the last time you cried? I was like, when I was 3.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just don't cry. And she said, you know, you've got to get it out.
Yeah.
Because as you know, it bleeds into other parts of your life or you numb it.
Yeah.
Which sounds like you did.
And I think that's what I was trying to do.
Yeah.
Trying to numb the pain.
So then without therapy and without releasing that, how are you able to stay sober?
God. That's it.
Just is it willpower or God?
God and my children. My children.
So you're doing it for them.
Yeah, I live for myself, of course. And I have to love myself before I love anyone else.
That's 100%.
Even my kids.
100%
but I live for them.
How, you know, we talk about this all the time on my show, and I've worked on it myself, and we all go through it. But how did you figure out how to love yourself?
Just by doing little things, you know, working at your own pace, you know, not rushing, not being on anybody else's time.
I know that you said that sex was a trigger to do drugs. So then,
well, they went hand to hand with me.
Yeah, which on a completely not very relatable aspect I can't, if I want to quit smoking, I have to quit drinking because they go hand in hand for me. Mm-hmm. But for sex is something that, you know, you have to do in your life. So how are you able to then have sex and not?
Oh, well, because doing coke is just it's not part of the option anymore. You know, that's just, no, that's it.
And so have you changed your group of friends that you're around?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Huge.
But you know, time will reveal itself. You know, in time things will just come out. And the friends that you probably used to get high with, of course, I'm not getting high anymore, so I'm not gonna hang out with them anymore.
It's smart.
Yeah.
You know, I was friends with your friend Jamie for a little while.
Yeah.
And when he passed, I was shocked. I'm sure you were shocked.
I was shocked because he's someone I love. But you know, now looking back at it, I seen him right before he passed away, and he was in really bad shape. So I could say I really wasn't shocked, and he was in pain, so it probably was best for him.
Did that change your thinking at all or feeling as to, wow, this...
No, it's real. Yeah, especially when someone dies from drugs and you're partaking in drugs. And, yeah, right before he passed, we were getting high. Mm. And, yeah, I mean, but, you know, things happen and either they build you up or bring you down. And I think him passing, it built me up. I definitely learned from it.
Talking to Lamar Odom, the book is called Darkness to Light. It's available right now. So, you know, I remember when Khloe came to the hospital and you woke up and you saw her and she's showing you pictures and she was there for you. I mean, that had to feel, I felt so good that love is such a powerful emotion and energy that she, no matter what, was at that hospital bed. When you opened up your eyes and saw her, what was the feeling like?
She's an incredible person. And she'll always be have a place in my heart and be dear to me. She's extremely courageous, tough, and strong.
She is. And then she, you know, I saw her help you get back on your feet. And then what happened that you couldn't make the adjustment right then?
I didn't know how to. I just learned how to talk and walk. I didn't know how to express empathy at that time, and it was a fog. And you know, she moved me into a house in Calabasas, right in the same
area.
Yeah, right in the same living community. The housing community that she lived in, and that probably was my time, but I didn't even really know how to go about things.
You know, when that's happened to me in my life, when someone have given me a hand when I'm in trouble, I realized, I'm like, why was I mean to that person, or why wasn't I grateful? And I realized I was in a place where I felt like I didn't deserve. I didn't feel like I deserved.
Yeah, maybe
it.
I was shameful, or it probably was a lot of subconscious things going on in my head at that time. And it seemed like it really wasn't that long ago, but it seemed so distant ago. Yeah.
What was the thing that made you go, all right, fuck it, I'm done. I'm going to clean myself up. This is it.
Shit, you almost lose your life. If that don't do it, then you're a dickhead.
No kidding, right?
Yeah.
What do you feel like where you want to go? Where does Lamar see himself moving forward?
Happiness. I
know, and I want that for you. And I feel like I'm gonna find you a freaking therapist somewhere. I'm telling you, it's like once you emote and get all of those, like you mourn things you're supposed to mourn. It's fucking heaven on the other side of that.
Yeah,
it really is.
Yeah.
Like don't not do it, and you know there's no reason not to. It is a weird feeling to get in touch with your emotions and your inner child. It's like bleh. But on the other side of that is really beautiful.
Yeah.
Do you have a relationship with your kids? You're back with your kids?
Yeah, I do. It's great.
Good.
It's beautiful.
And in the interim, because you talked about in the interim when you were with Khloe, you didn't get to see your kids much. Was that out of choice, distraction?
No, that was just because they live in New York. They live in New York, and it took some time for their mother to come around, just like it took some time for my family to come around. Because my family, my immediate family, didn't really support me and Khloe getting married.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know if it was because of who she was or how fast it was. Or maybe they didn't feel like they were being involved. I tried to involve them, but it just didn't really click. And so it took some time for my kids and to come over my house and spend some time with us in California.
Why was it so quick? Why was that wedding so fast?
I don't know. Love is strange, man.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're on that dopamine.
And I'm going to tell you something, too. Like, you know, I love my family with all my heart, but that's how I knew she was the one, because no one could tell me, no, I wasn't getting married to Khloe.
Wow.
It would have been real easy for me to say, you know, all right, don't ever call me again. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
That's how strong it was.
Oh. Is she still the love of your life?
Yeah.
Do you ever feel like there might be a chance?
I don't know. You probably would have to ask her. You know what I'm saying? I wake up hoping that, but you probably would have to ask her.
Yeah. I mean, I get that. Never say never, right?
Yeah.
So what about it? Like, because I know in all of my relationships, I've dated some people that I've needed a confidentiality agreement to sign just to date. So did you guys have that with each other?
No.
That surprises me with Chris as the momager.
I was Lamar Odom.
So it was just a matter of just blind love, trusting each other.
Yeah. Faith.
And so have you heard how she feels about the book at all?
Oh, she sent me a text yesterday.
How's she doing? What'd she say?
Oh, she good. She talked about one of the stories that I told in the book, about her coming to the hotel and putting her hands on a girl.
Oh, that's right. When she was beating somebody up.
Yeah, and she, you know, she said she didn't even think that I remember that story.
So it was obviously a friendly text or a...
Yeah, no, it was friendly. It was friendly.
I mean, I think I would have done the exact same thing. I think I would have found my man. I would have walked in and beat the shit out of anybody.
Yeah, she could throw down.
I bet she can throw down.
Mm-hmm.
And there was that moment that you said was really dark for you, where you said, you know, why are you trying to embarrass me in front of my friends? I'm going to kill you.
Yeah, that was you know, when you're an addict, sometimes you go into these dark, extremely dark places. And because of what I've witnessed when I was a child, there's no way anybody could even pay me to hit my wife. But you know, when you hallucinating out of your fucking mind, it's just you can't control yourself. You're not the same person.
So it sounds like if she's texting you, that there's still an open line of communication with you guys.
I hope so. I hope so. The next house that I buy, hopefully she can decorate it.
They are good decorators, I will say.
Amazing decorators, amazing homemakers.
Did like Kim and Kanye reach out during those times, or still?
No, the last time I got with Kanye is when was it in the hospital?
Or the fashion show?
No, the last Laker game.
Oh.
Was it Kobe's last Laker game? Kobe's last Laker game. And,
was he cool?
Yeah, he's always cool. I mean, he was one of the reasons that he helped wake my soul up with his music. Man, he was playing me that music that didn't even come out yet. That wasn't even released. It was amazing.
That's right. He was playing that in the hospital, right?
Mm-hmm. And it just something like just woke my whole soul up. And so I'm forever grateful for him for that. I'm always a huge Kanye fan. And I was a fan of his even before they got together. But now I'm a bigger fan. So
the family seems still open, and I know you said that you miss the family. You hope you can be reacquainted one day.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Some great Christmases. Thanksgivings.
I bet. And I will say one thing about that family is, like, they call themselves a family. They are a family.
But that's what I like. I always, every interview I do and they come up, I always try to, I don't really think people understand how tight and close-knit their family is. But if you think about what their family's been through on a public stage.
Right? They have to stick together.
I think every family in America that's going through things could probably learn from them. I
know that you talked about Chris kind of being somewhat a momager. Mm-hmm. Do you feel like you still have a okay relationship with her, or is it still kind of tricky?
I always have a soft spot for her.
Oh.
You know, my mother passed away when I was 12. So, like, me calling people ma, that word is not going to come out of my mouth. towards anybody, and her love towards me was motherly, and she'll always be close to my heart. Her and Rob and Courtney and Kylie and Kendall.
I do love that relationship that I saw on TV, and I know it's just TV, but you and Rob, it was really, really sweet. It was.
But that was the I never had a brother. So maybe he filled that role.
Yeah, I think you filled a role of dad and brother for him.
Yeah, and I was just about to say, I don't think he got a brother either. But
how do you guys talk still?
Nah. But in some ways I would expect it, the way I treated his sister.
They've all gone through some shit themselves, so I think they for sure at least have some empathy about that.
Yeah.
You did talk about your mom passing at 12. So is that something you also didn't mourn?
I don't even know if I knew how to mourn at 12.
Still had to be the rock for the family?
Yeah, all I knew was just the only thing that took my mind off of it, or got me not to focus on it, was that damn basketball. That basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like my outlet to everything.
How are you now going to be in... Do you live in LA?
I do. I think I'm going to move to Atlanta soon.
I think you should get out of that vortex, to be honest. I had to get out of it.
Where do you live now? New York?
I live in the Midwest, Chicago, and then also New York, because I raised my son here in Chicago. Yeah. But that vortex in LA is a lot of drugs, a lot of just not good energy.
Shit is everywhere, man.
It really is.
Especially cocaine.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like, just talking to friends in LA, it's like, it's really everywhere.
I know you just mentioned on The View that guy from the Love Ranch was trying to kill you. Do you really think he was trying to kill you?
I don't know. I just know that I didn't do drugs that night.
But could it have been the hookers that maybe put something in you? I've had a few put stuff in me.
Maybe. But if they work for you, then...
Do you recall any of that, Lamar? Like when they called an ambulance, or were you out of it at that point?
Oh, I was gone.
So the next thing you know, you wake up and you can't talk.
Or walk. I think that probably was the scariest part. Also, what was scary when they told me what my body went through. 12 strokes and 6 heart attacks.
Holy cow.
I'm like Superman.
You are. I think your 9 lives are up, though, buddy. You got to friggin' keep it straight
I
arrow
gotta protect
now.
them now, right? I'm scared to even get on the plane or anything now.
You know why? Your dad, you have a story to tell, and you could be a hero to a lot of people, a good mentor. So stay clean. I hope the love of your life comes back if you stay clean. And we're always rooting for people for their comebacks.
Thank you.
I really do. I wish you the best, Lamar.
Thank you.
And good luck with the book. Darkness to Light, you guys. You can pick it up now. I really appreciate you coming.
No
and I'll talk to you hopefully soon.
All
the
right.
next book, Lamar. Thanks. We'll be right back, guys.
Jenny McCarthy Show. Oh!